Our first speaker is Marg D'Arcy. So Marg and a number of other people are starting a Yes23 campaign on the Mornington Peninsula. When I was speaking recently with Carsten, a coordinator at Balnarring, he described Marg as a great ally. It's time for all non-Indigenous Australians to be great allies. Thank you, Marg.
MP Yes23 came about in discussion with a few Labor members who wanted to do something to campaign for the voice. We brought together a group with representatives from the three branches in the electorate of Flinders, Hastings, Nepean and Mornington. As we talked about it, we identified that we did not want it to be a Labor campaign, but we do want it to be a local campaign. We do not want to feed into the politicisation of what is a very simple invitation from the people who developed the Uluru Statement to walk with Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people in a movement of the Australian people for a better future. We want a resounding yes vote from the people of the Mornington Peninsula. We would be delighted if Zoe McKenzie would come out in support of a yes vote and would invite her to join our campaign. Just to remind you, this is what was asked of us in the Uluru Statement. We call for the establishment of a First Nations voice enshrined in the Constitution. Makarrata is the culmination of our agenda, the coming together after a struggle. It captures our aspirations for a fair and truthful relationship with the people of Australia and a better future for our children based on justice and self-determination. As I heard Ruben Berg say yesterday, we already have voice in Victoria with the First Peoples Assembly, and that's involved a really long and complex process, which is now at a stage where the negotiations around treaty can proceed. We have a truth-telling process with the URUC Justice Commission, which is holding government to account. And guess what? The world has not fallen in. We believe it's critical to have a local campaign. We believe it's important to respond to the call recently made at Tootgarook by Thomas Mao for all people to take up the challenge of working towards a yes vote in this federal electorate. Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people make up 1.2% of the Victorian population. We cannot leave the responsibility up to them. We must work together to achieve that better future. What is important is to get information out to the community, to explain what the voice is and why we are supporting it. As Teela Reid said recently, whether people vote yes or no, we want to ensure that the vote is based on good and accurate information. We won't win over everybody, but what we can do is ensure that those who we don't win over are at least making an informed choice, not one based on misinformation, prejudice and lies. Whatever you do, and whether you join us or not, we hope that you take the time to inform yourself and talk to your family, friends and colleagues about why a yes vote is critical to the future of Australia.